Hello students, a very good morning to one and all. Welcome to the next lecture of online theory class series of subject Novel Drug Delivery System. I am Mrs. Aarti Majumdar, Associate Professor from the Department of Pharmaceutics, Smriti College of Pharmaceutical Education, Indore. Dear students, in continuation of our discussion over transdermal drug delivery system, so far we have discussed about what are transdermal drug delivery system and what is the objective of formulation of transdermal drug delivery system. We have also discussed about structure and physiology of skin and percutaneous absorption, including factors influencing percutaneous absorption. We have also focused on various physical and chemical techniques of percutaneous absorption. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about formulation consideration and basic components used in the formulation of transdermal patches. Dear student, basic component of any transdermal drug delivery system or transdermal patch are backing membrane, drug reservoir, membrane, polymeric membrane that controls the release of drug, adhesive, liner and permeation enhancer and other excipients. Basically, transdermal patches, they can be formulated as liquid reservoir type of system in which drug is present as reservoir, and it is then the release rate of drug is controlled with the help of a polymeric membrane, or it could be adhesive matrix system, phase adhesive system in which drug is incorporated in a matrix adhesive matrix and it is then added onto the skin. So in all the types of transdermal patches, the outer layer of transdermal patch which is visible when transdermal patch is applied on the skin, it is backing membrane. After that there is a layer of drug which may be in reservoir form, then polymeric membrane layer is there, then adhesive layer, and then a protective liner is provided on the transdermal patch. So starting with the backing membrane, this is an impermeable layer which provides support to the drug reservoir. It is sufficiently flexible and strong. It should be strong enough that it should bond strongly to the drug reservoir, and it is this backing membrane which prevents the escape of drug from the top of this dosage form, so that drug could not escape from the outer side. It is only released towards the skin. So these backing membranes should have certain required qualities, so that such as they should be proper, they should be impermeable, they should have flexibility so that they could provide support during the use of that transdermal patch throughout the drug delivery, throughout the treatment duration. And these backing membranes should also be compatible with the drug and other drug reservoir. These backing membrane, basically sometimes these transdermal patches, they have some unique identification marks. So the main requirement of these backing membrane is they should be printable. Now various material which are used in the preparation of which are used as backing membrane, they could be polyethylene, polypropylene, especially metallized polyethylene, polypropylene, polyphenyl chloride, polyethylene terephthalate, and aluminized polyethylene. There are many transdermal patches which are available in market, such as Astrodome, Androdome, nicotine patch is available in market. So they may have some metallic backing membrane which may be aluminized polyethylene. Polyesters can also be used as backing membrane. Now various selection of drug for the formulation of transdermal drug delivery system. It is the rationale for the selection of drug. It is an important. It is based on some important properties of drug. Some physical, chemical and biological properties are required which are to be formulated as transdermal drug delivery system, especially for drugs which have low bioavailability, low oral bioavailability, or which are sensitive in acidic pH of GIT or pH of intestine, or maybe having extensive first-pass metabolism, these type of drugs should be formulated as transdermal drug delivery system. But for the formulation in as a transdermal drug delivery system, drug should possess some physicochemical properties such as aqueous solubility of drug should be greater than 1 mg per ml. Also, partition coefficient or lipophilicity of drug should be greater than 10, but it should be less than 1000. Now, molecular weight is an important constraint in the percutaneous absorption of drug molecules. So, drugs having larger molecular weight larger than 500 Daltons should not be formulated as transdermal drug delivery system. Only the small molecules such as scopolamine, estradiol, nicotine, testosterone, clonidine, fentanyl, these all drugs have molecular weight less than 500 Daltons. Now, melting point of the drug should be less than 200 degrees Celsius. Also, the potent drug, for the formulation in transdermal drug delivery system, drug should be potent. It should have low dose. It should have dose less than 50 mg per day. So, ideally, the dose of drug should be 10 mg per day. But in market, there are many formulations which are available whose drug is up to 50 mg, but not more than 50 mg of dose. If the dose is more than 50 mg, then such drugs cannot be formulated as transdermal drug delivery system. Now, for formulation in the form of transdermal patches, drug need to be present preferably in unionized form. So, for drug to remain in unionized form, which are more lipophilic as compared to the ionized form, pKa of drug should be, especially acidic drug. Most of the pharmaceutical agents, they are either weak acids or maybe weak bases. So weakly acidic drug, for them pK should be 3 to 7.5, and for weakly basic drug, pK value should be 7 to 11. Also, one more requirement, that if the saturated aqueous solution of drug is prepared, it should have pH between 5 to 9. So these all properties, they make the drug candidate to be formulation. They make a drug candidate for a proper candidate to be formulated as transdermal drug delivery system or transdermal patches. Now, polymeric membrane. These polymeric membrane, they are the main component of this transdermal patch, because it is this polymeric membrane which controls the release of drug at a predetermined rate. So, these polymeric membrane, they should have certain properties of being non-irritating to the skin, non-toxic. This polymer should not decompose while storage of transdermal patches. Throughout its storage, they should not decompose, and this polymer and its metabolic product, they should be non-toxic. And the main important property of this polymeric membrane is that they should be compatible with drug molecules and other excipients such as permeation enhancers, which are especially added in the transdermal patches to increase percutaneous absorption. So these polymeric membrane, they should be inexpensive also. Various polymers which are used in the preparation of transdermal patches, they could be natural polymers such as the gelatin, zinc, shallot can be used, or cellulose derivatives such as HPMC, hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose can be used, or they may be synthetic polymers such as polypropylene, polyvinyl chloride, cellulose acetate nitrate, ethylene vinyl acetate copolymer, then polyethylene terephthalate. This is also a polymer which controls the release of drug. Then polyacrylonitrile, polyesters, polyvinyl pyrrolidones, polymethyl methacrylates. These all are synthetic polymers which can be utilized in the formulation of transdermal drug delivery system to control the release of drug at a predetermined rate. Now, adhesive. adhesive could be either polyisobutylene or they could be pressure sensitive adhesive, which are the substances which adhere onto the surface when a light pressure is applied, and they can be easily removed from the surface without leaving any unwashable residue. So these adhesives can be isobutylene or pressure sensitive adhesive could be acrylic adhesives or they could be silicone adhesive. These adhesives should also be compatible with drug molecule and other condition enhancer, and these adhesives should have property to they should not interfere with the release rate of drug, because drug release rate is controlled by the help of polymeric membrane. So these adhesives should not affect the release or permeability of drug through the patch into the skin. However, in phase adhesive system or adhesive matrix system, where the drug is incorporated in the adhesive, they require certain more qualities, such as they should be non-irritating to the skin because they are applied directly to the skin, as well as they should be compatible with excipient and drugs, and they should be able to control the release of drug through the transdermal patch. Now, liner, protective liner, it is the innermost layer which is called as protective layer. So this layer liner, it could be occlusive, it could be formulated from, it could be non-occlusive, which is composed of paper or fabric, or it could be occlusive, which is made up of polyethylene or polyvinyl chloride. Now, apart from these basic components, there are permeation enhancers which are also added in the formulation of transdermal patches to enhance percutaneous absorption. These permeation enhancers we have already studied in detail, that various solvents, they could be solvents such as ethanol, which is a basic integral component of many marketed transdermal patches. And they could be surfactant, ionic surfactant or anionic surfactant, or they can be non-ionic surfactant such as pluronics, like pluronic F127, various brands, pluronic F67 can also be used. Now, spans and twin can also be used as permeation enhancer. Permeation enhancer can be fatty acids such as oleic acid or lauric acid. They could be enzymes such as papain. So permeation enhancer are also a important component in the formulation of transdermal patch. So dear student, this is about the basic component and formulation consideration of transdermal patches. Regarding formulation, evaluation of these transdermal patches, we have covered our evaluation section in buccal patches when we were discussing about buccal drug delivery system. So dear student, you have to refer that session because most of the evaluation parameters, they are similar as that of buccal patches, such as apart from thickness, weight variation, folding endurance is there, in vitro drug release property, release characteristics are there. Then there is peel tag strength test, peel adhesion test. So many tests are there which we have discussed in detail in our buccal patches. So this completes our unit transdermal drug delivery system. Thank you.